The world's favorite period drama is back and better than ever in Downton Abbey: A New Era. Fans flooded to theaters on release day, adding up to a $16 million debut. There's more good news for Downton fans, because you can now take the beloved sequel home and watch it on repeat. In today's video, we're spilling the details on the release dates, the bonus features, and what the cast has been saying about it. First up, where can we watch it now? The much-anticipated sequel dropped in theaters on May 5th, 2022. Since then, it's been hailed as the best we've seen of Downton since the original series first aired. The movie featured a stellar cast, updated costumes and makeup, emotional farewells, and plenty of character growth. Naturally, fans can't get enough. Downton was the first period piece of its kind, setting the stage for many others, and now it's confirmed we can enjoy it from the comfort of our bedrooms. For those who binge-watched the series on Netflix, you might be wondering if it'll drop there as well. Don't worry, because we've got all the answers for you. Unfortunately, Downton Abbey: A New Era will not be released on Netflix, unlike the first one, and has instead been released for streaming on Peacock. You can also rent or buy the movie on Amazon Prime. Peacock also announced a 24/7 Downton channel that features all 6 seasons streaming on repeat for everyone who's claimed they can watch it for days on end. The channel also features a 1-hour special called The Making of Downton Abbey, with plenty of behind-the-scenes info about the series. Moving on, when do we get the home release? For fans who like to watch things the classic way, the film will be released on DVD and Blu-ray starting this summer. So far, it's been reported that it'll drop between July and August of 2022. But this is the least exciting part about the home release. The team behind the series is great at keeping fans happy, and they've done it again. If you're a mega fan, you won't want to miss out on this limited edition gift set. The set will include the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital code. But the best part is that it comes in an exclusive pack with vintage postcards inspired by the movie for a bit of that 1920s touch, a photo book, and if Downton got you into afternoon tea, you'll also get an official Downton Abbey tea strainer and a specially made velvet bag to put it in. It's an essential for the biggest fans, and only a very limited number will be available. Moving on to the actual discs in the pack, we're getting loads of brand new content from the cast and the crew. This includes Good to Be Back, where the cast will sit down and talk about the experience of making the film. We'll get to hear about their reunion, their experiences working together for over a decade, and the way their characters have developed over 6 seasons and 2 movies. If you were a die-hard fan since the original series, this might be an extra emotional one for you. Next, we'll have Return to Downton Abbey: The Making of a New Era. As the name suggests, we'll be taking a look at the huge team and the hours of work they put in to make the worldwide hit. And this isn't just another cast and director interview. We'll get to see every individual department and their special contributions to the making of the movie. It really does take a village. While we may have had to say goodbye to the Dowager Countess of Grantham, Violet Crawley will live in our hearts forever. To make up for that heartfelt farewell to a fan-favorite character, an extra feature has been added called A Legendary Character, which will take a deep dive into the character of Violet and how Maggie Smith was the only person who could portray her. Moreover, we have Creating the Film Within the Film, which is pretty self-explanatory. The plot of A New Era partly revolved around the Hollywood movie being shot at Downton. But did you know that it made for twice as much work? Take a look at the hours of research and the tiny details that made the scene so realistic, from set equipment to design and vehicles in this feature. If you thought the yacht used in the movie was cool, wait till you hear the story behind it. In Her Majesty's Yacht Britannia, you'll get to learn why this specific boat was used to transport the family overseas and what makes it so special. The Downton cast are known for being some of the kindest, funniest, and overall best-natured TV cast around. With their signature dry British wit and a cheerful humor, Alan Leach and Laura Carmichael, who play Tom Branson and Lady Edith, will host a special feature called Spill the Tea Time. You guessed it, they'll be spilling all the details about working on the show and the movie and what life as a Downton actor is really like. Last but not least, we'll get a commentary feature from the director of the movie, Simon Curtis. We're looking forward to tons of special info that only the man behind the movie could know. But is this the last we'll see of the Crawleys and company? While A New Era did look like the perfect send-off for the beloved cast, we don't actually know whether this is the end of the line for the family at the Abbey. And "we" includes the series creator Julian Fellowes. Naturally, after the movie came out, people were dying to know if we'd see any more Downton. Julian admitted that even he doesn't know where the series will go from here. He went so far as to say that Downton can't go on forever because he won't live forever. At least we know he's committed to making it for the rest of his life, and we're committed to watching it for just as long. He went on to say that media has changed a lot since the show premiered over 12 years ago, and the way we consume it is drastically different as well. However, if the show is going to get a revamp for a new era, pun intended, Julian hopes to remain a part of it. At least we left everything mostly settled. Mary is set to be the next Countess of Grantham, Barrow has left to finally live his life in America, America, and Mosley and Miss Baxter are happily engaged. But one of the main characters might not agree with the idea of continuing. Hugh Bonneville, who plays Robert Crawley, Earl of Grantham, suggested that a new era is the right time to end the franchise. He mentioned that it was a good time to end on a practical level, and the franchise may have run its course. The actor acknowledged that there are many ways the story could go, and while the bigwigs in Hollywood are already in talks about the potential return of the series, he doesn't think the original cast would return for it. After all, the ensemble is what makes Downton, Downton. Without their return, the team might not enjoy the success of the first two films. As always, we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on, here are other updates from the Abbey. Did you catch this adorable reference in the movie? The love stories of Downton are probably the most iconic and memorable parts of the show. The slow burn, the prim 20th century romance, and the heartfelt confessions are only part of the magic. But in the new movie, there was actually a real-life reference that most fans may have missed. In the scenes set in France, we see Carson and Maud Bagshaw run into each other in a hat shop. In the awkward but sweet interaction, the two are mistaken for a married couple. Turns out that's not really a mistake. Jim Carter and Imelda Staunton, who play Carson and Maud, have actually been married in real life since the 80s. The director, Simon Curtis, purposely added the inside joke. This also isn't the first time real life and TV have blurred together, as Laura Carmichael, who plays Lady Edith, also fell in love with her co-star Michael Fox, who plays Andy the footman on the show. Next up, someone downstairs got their wish. Anna Robbins has been designing Downton's costumes since the original series, and has often said that the cast feels like a family for her now. When it comes to family, you'll do anything for them, and she did. In a new era, a movie is being filmed at Downton, and due to a series of events, the downstairs staff has to stand in as extras. One of them is Downton's longtime cook, Miss Patmore. She's played by Leslie Nichol, and according to Anna, she'd been dreaming about wearing a tiara for years. Anna made it a priority to get a diamond tiara onto Mrs. Patmore in the new movie, and if you watched it, you'll know the scene where Leslie got her wish. Lastly, Downton's impact is huge. According to Hugh Bonneville, Downton may be responsible for new hit shows like Bridgerton. The actor spoke about how Downton Abbey wasn't a big deal when it premiered in 2010 due to people's preconceived notions about period pieces. However, after the show's insane success, Hugh believes a door was opened for a whole new generation of period pieces, including Bridgerton, The Gilded Age, and Sanditon. That's a wrap for this video. What did you think of a new era? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.